a C+. Now, there are things like OPEX, the OPEX account, operational account. You know, do we really need that money when Kenyans have other challenges? In my view, that is one area was a low-hanging fruit. He should have immediately gone and cut it down by 100% and only left money for operation and maintenance, because those are things we can postpone. They're not urgent. They can be done a year from today, 2 years from today. This country will not come to a standstill because you have to renovate State House at the cost of 900 million or the Deputy President's office at a cost of 700 million shillings. Those are things that we can actually put in abeyance. Okay. Then there's this issue called the confidential vote. Times are hard. That's an account that is never audited. It is shrouded with a lot of mystique. That's where that account, I can tell you, is used to bribe people to support this government. If indeed William Ruto was sincere, he should have probably scrapped that budget line. We don't need that money being spent the way it is being spent. Now, you know, the president had an opportunity to deal this matter with one bullet. One bullet. He fired so many bullets with no results. Okay? Because if you look at what you're calling a raft of measures, how much are we likely to spend? How much savings are we likely to create? If he had come, number one, in my view, and said, and been very emphatic, and said, I am going, and I've said this before, because if you look at the office of the president, deputy president, and others in the executive, they consume about 9% of our budget. Is that necessary? That presidency does not produce anything. It's a consumption office. They consume. Can that money be redirected to ministries, to departments that produce for this country? Okay. Other than spending 9% of budget just for consumption purposes. Now, finally, okay, if the president was indeed serious, there are two things that probably should have done. Number one, I expected him to dissolve cabinet, because no Kenyan, I can tell you, maybe just my brother here and Kenya Kwanza, a few of them, in fact some of them are already running away, they have no confidence in that government. They have no confidence in cabinet. So he should have taken that opportunity to send the entire cabinet home. He would have restored confidence in his government. Okay. Finally, the issue of corruption. My brother says that there's nothing like corruption in Kenya. But what is corruption? Corruption is just dishonest behavior. You're being dishonest. So if you're being dishonest, you're corrupt. Now, I have said before, in fact, in your own admission as Kenya Kwanza, you have admitted that we lose 3 billion Kenya shillings daily through corruption. That's a mind-boggling figure. I mean, if you extrapolate, it's over 1 trillion shillings. The Kenya Kwanza government is just looking for 346 billion. If he was serious and he wanted to fight corruption, okay, because I know he has capacity to fight corruption. He has capacity. He would have said, going forward, if you are caught in corruption, I will deal with you as head of state. So if he was looking for money to finance development, to finance the operations of his government, okay, he should have dealt the issue of corruption. There was no mention, you know, he just mentioned corruption in passing. It's like something that, you know, is actually being forced down his throat. William Ruto has never been known to fight corruption. He does not believe in fighting corruption. Maybe after this interview, my brother, you can go and ask him, why is he not serious about